something you can be able to associate Nairobi with, because we used to have the greatest race on earth. And then the best thing with the Standard Chartered Marathon is that these are a marathon which has produced champions each and every year. We have been talking about New York, Berlin, but all these champions have been made by this event. So when everybody, that is why you see nowadays, you don't need to tell people to register for the marathon. They already know that in October, there is something we are supposed to do in Nairobi City. So everybody is talking about Standard Chartered Marathon. Even if it is in any corner of this country, they know it has become a name, a household name in Kenya.
And you have been to every single Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon from 2003 to 2023. Why do you keep going? Why do you keep showing up for the race?
I'm happy that I have seen the marathon when it was born, how it has been nurtured, how it has been, and how it has been a great event in this race, in this country. And the beauty of the Nairobi Marathon, there are 3 or some few uniqueness comparing to the other marathons. And that is why I keep coming to do support the marathon as the brand ambassador. One, we had an initiative of the called Sing is Believing, whereby we were able to give sight to more than 200,000 kids in this country. Now they are able to see, they are back to school. Some of them now they are working. They could have lived a very miserable life, but because of the Nairobi Standard Chartered Marathon, now these children, they have a better life. The other thing is that now we have another initiative called Future Makers, whereby we are now working more with the youth and also people with disability and women still. So you can see some at least whereby it's going to the less fortunate and those who are weaker in the society. I am happy with the inclusivity of the marathon. The other thing is that Nairobi Marathon has grown it's a unique marathon. You run along the Southern Bypass next to the National Park. No other marathon you can run next to the National Park except Nairobi Marathon. Then it's unique because when you run, everybody who take part in Nairobi Marathon, you take away home a tree to remember the marathon. So we are also taking care of the nature, and it's a marathon whereby it's the uniqueness all the marathon. There is no other marathon whereby they have used the image of a person with a disability expecting a marathon. That is why I love taking part in this marathon.
Henry, of course, you're synonymous with the Standard Chartered Marathon. Every time we talk about the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon, we remember Henry Wanyoike. You are you're the marathon's ambassador. Help us understand what that role means.
Okay, this I have been able to show what it is or what it all is about in the world of sport. I have been now there having 3 world records, being in the Guinness Book of Records, and then have been able to prove to the world that been given opportunity and where I have come from. Then the other thing is about, there are some people who before they have been saying, I cannot make it to run 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers, for 2 kilometers. Now, when they see Henry Wanyoike, people always say, if Henry Wanyoike has done all this, what about ourselves? And that is why you see even Nairobi Marathon has born many recreation clubs out of what they have seen me doing in as the face of the marathon. And I'm happy that 95% of the people who are taking part in this year marathon, they're all recreation runners. So they are saying, even you can make it without sight, what about it? Has been a challenge to many people. And that is why you see we have more and more people coming to take part in this. And they know what it's all about. The run is not just run, win. You can take home a medal, but your sweat, your energy, and your resources is making a difference somewhere.